this is Ben Coda and welcome to Lowering the Tone. Happy New Year, guys. Hope you had a good Christmas and New Year's. I have got an hour-long mix of some slightly deeper than usual techno, tech house with a bit of an old school flavour. Some new Nanoplex music in there too. So yeah, stay tuned, have a listen and let me know what you think. Also coming up is the long-awaited interview with my Nanoplex partner in crime, Chris Williams. And we talk about a whole load of stuff, including how to get gigs at festivals, his background in promoting, marketing, genres, music genres, and we answer quite a few of the questions that were sent in. So big thanks to everyone who sent in a question. We didn't get through all of them, but we got through some of them. So take a listen, and as usual, please like, comment, share, let us know what you think, and we'll look forward to speaking to you. Shout outs to give. First up, a massive shout out to Mark, Meet Katie for letting me take the reins again. And also, I've got to give a huge thank you to the people that have made donations to us. So these guys allow us to carry on doing this podcast advert free. So Tony Ramirez, Thomas Beryl, Ian Snedden, Andy Waller and Barney Waters, big up guys, thank you very much. And if there's anyone there who enjoys the show and you want to contribute and help out, you can just head to loweringthetone.london. There's a subscribe page and anything is appreciated. So really appreciate your support, guys. Coda, and you're listening to Lowering the Tone. Now, you may have noticed that me and Mark had a track released just before Christmas, actually. Our track Just Quiet, which has sort of been floating around for a little while now, but we got up into the top 20 on Beatport. So I want to say a huge thanks to everybody who bought the track. There's also a remix comp. So there's just a few weeks left on the remix comp. It's going to end on 20th of January. And for more details, just go onto our Facebook group. So type in Lowering the Tone on Facebook, and all the info is on there, and all the crew are talking about it.
7:30.
Tone with Coda.
Ep17.
If you want to get involved at all and you want to chat to anyone, just come along and have a chat to us on Facebook. We are there and we will reply. Any comments or any topics you want to talk about are welcome. Okay, gig news. So I have got quite a few gigs coming up over the summer. It's filling up quite nicely for me and for Nanoplex. I can't really announce too many of them at the moment, but the big one that's coming up in a few weeks' time is Rainbow Serpent. So me and Chris from Nanoplex are off to Oz, and we talk about that a little bit later on in the interview too. We're really looking forward to that. Just before that, we've got a double header in one night. So I'm off to Sheffield to go and play at Planet Zog, and Chris is off to France. So we're doing 2 Nanoplex gigs in one night. Lucky the two of us. And there's quite a few Ben Coda gigs coming up. Again, I can't really announce them yet, but keep your eyes peeled. They will be announced on my Facebook page, first of all, and on my SoundCloud.
You're listening to Ben Coda on Lowering the Tone.
have got a massive release schedule lined up, which we're very excited about. Dom Eurodriver and Mark have got a track coming out called Imagine That, which I'm also going to be doing a remix of. So keep a listen out for that one. And my track Fallout is coming out towards the end of the month. That's got two different mixes, got a prog mix and a swamp tech mix. So yeah, it gets a bit down and deep and dirty, that one.
For more information on this podcast, go to loringtone.london.
I am also working on my album still, and it's coming along quite nicely. It's gonna really take shape over the next couple of months. So again, keep your ears peeled for previews of that.
and you're listening to Coda on Lowering Tone.
Shout outs as well. Obviously, give a big shout out to Chris. We got there in the end, mate, and it was a pretty cracking interview. Shout out to Graham Geo. Yes, we did drop it down to -8 decibels and more, mate. And also to Charles Audley. Looking forward to catching up at Rainbow, dude. Big shout out to Dan Van Dahl, our video genius, and Matt Miles, our awesome graphic designer too. You guys are wicked. go onto my SoundCloud as well, you can hear an exclusive little track that I've done. It's a remix of a track by Magic Man and Brisker called Modern Love. And I emailed Magic Man, it's one of my favourite tunes. I emailed Magic Man and asked if I can do a remix, and he sent me over the parts. So that's up on SoundCloud now. It's not going to be coming out, unfortunately, but you can go up there and have a listen to it. It would be great to let me know what you think. other big release that's coming up is the Nanoplex Unka Akbert EP, Weird Name, Weird People. And that's a free tracker, that's coming out on Iboga Records, and that'll be just before Rainbow Serpent, so we're looking forward to testing those out when we get there. We are also working on a remix for Grouch, who's one of my favourite artists, so it's been a real honour to be able to remix him. Look out for that one coming up soon as well. Okay, so don't forget, if you want to find out a track list for this mix, go on to loweringthetone.london and hit subscribe. The track list will be sent out to all subscribers. I really hope you've enjoyed it. I've taken it a little bit deeper this time into something with a little bit more of an old school flavour. But please do like, comment and share and let us know what you think. And stay tuned for my interview with Chris Williams. Again, if you've got any questions for us or you want to talk about anything in the show, then just drop us a line on the Facebook group and we will chat to you there. Till next time.
Exclusive.
So we're here, finally. After a bit of messing around with a GoPro and a few issues with camera rotations. Yeah, welcome to our live feeds. We are recording. I'm here. It's Ben Coda, and we're here with Chris, my partner in crime from Nanoplex, and Mark is also here. So we are streaming this live on Facebook through my phone. So apologies if the picture looks a bit crap or there's any issues with anything. But we did try and do it through a GoPro, but the GoPro didn't work, unfortunately. So, if you've got any questions as we're going through, Mark is going to be sort of moderating them. So, feel free to ask. Just whack them in the comments. Please share it, like it. And then, hopefully we can get some good questions, a bit of good discussion going. We see, Chris, you're looking hyped up over there.
I'm really happy.
Are you happy?
Yeah.
Why are you so happy?
Because I've been fucking about doing this for the last hour.
Yeah, right. Well, we got there in the end, mate. We got
there.
Okay. So, and also we're doing this again because last time we did this, we had some issues with volume levels. So, but hopefully this should be a better interview. I would have thought.
Yes.
We should hope so. Yes. All right. Well, let's start where we're starting. So, Chris, maybe we can go back to the beginning.
Back to the beginning of time.
Well, okay. So let's talk about where we met. Where did we meet? Glade.
Yes, Glade.
2012, 2011?
I believe so, yes. Somewhere around then.
Yeah.
I can't remember exactly.
It's been about 4.5 years.
A mutual friend introduced us.
Yeah.
And we hooked up and found that we've got a sort of mutual love of the same sort of music.
Yeah.
One thing led to another, and we ended up in the studio around July.
That was before Nanoplex, though, wasn't it? So that was like
years ago.
Ben Coda and Ipcress.
It was before I was born, actually.
Before you were born.
Yeah. I don't even know what I was doing.
So Nanoplex existed before you were born?
Yeah, essentially.
Did your dad invent it?
No.
Oh,
but I don't know. It's all a good question, but then I was born, and then things happen, and you grow up, and then next thing you know,
Nanoplex happened.
You're fucking around in fields, playing at festivals, and you don't really know how you got there.
And then you're fucking around with a GoPro for 2 hours trying to get it working. Nanoplex was born, and then we're onto our second album now, which has done pretty well.
Yeah. Really enjoyed working with Iboga, which is our the label that we're on at the moment, and who will be on with for quite some time, I think. So we're looking forward to much. The future with them, really. Yes. Anyway. So
bang on.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I suppose we can probably just jump into some questions, really. So, let me have a think about this. So, one question I wanted to have a chat with you about, and it's about your kind of involvement with Noisily and stuff like that. So,
jolly good. Yes, quite enjoy that. What's the question?
Well, the question is, how did it all get started? So I know we've sort of spoken about this.
My involvement with Noisily.
Yeah.
Well, I'll say it all sort of started back in 2013, really. Yeah. I suppose 2013. Mm-hmm. I was involved with a festival called Pearl Festival, which some of you may or may not know about. Mm-hmm. It was sort of like a UK festival that was sort of intended.
It was filling the gap with the
after Glade finished. Left, I was, I ended up working for them in the marketing capacity and doing various line-up bits and bobs. Mm-hmm. But anyway, one thing led to another, and the week before that festival was due to happen, it unfortunately, the organiser of it
there was some mismanagement of finances and funds, weren't there, I think? Yeah.
Of the guy that ran it, and one thing led to another, and it ended up being cancelled, which I was quite distraught about at the time, as was about 3,000 other people, because we'd sold more than enough tickets to the event.
It was going to be good, that. I mean, it was going to be
who knows what happened to all the money from it, but it's a mystery to me.
Didn't that get swallowed up by another festival that he was doing, or something like that?
Yeah, something like that. Fucking con man.
Right.
The next thing you know, I rolled down to Brighton to have a meeting with my good friend James, who runs one of the
Liquid James.
Yeah, Liquid James, one of the guys, directors of Liquid Records, and we just had a sort of summary. I really wanted to put on an event myself. Yeah, I sort of, after being distraught for 2 weeks, I'd grown some passion inside me, and the next thing you know, I was sort of down there talking to him because I thought James would be a really good person to work with, and it's proven to be so. And but I sort of wanted to carry on doing what I do, which is like lineups and marketing. And I wanted somebody who, you know, who's a bit more experienced and good at dealing with the financial side of an event.
But you guys were going to put on an event on your own, weren't you? That was sort of the original plan, wasn't it? So I remember we were at that Guildford, the Elixir of Life Mansion party, and we had a chat about it on the hill after we'd done our first ever Nanoplex show there.
Yes.
We scraped together like an hour's worth of tunes.
Yes.
We just about had enough of
yes.
had enough music. And we spoke about it, and, you know, I mean, everyone was really disappointed about Pearl, but you were kind of like, you know, getting set to do something. But then, I don't know, you kind of, the Noisily thing, I mean, they've been going for, what, a couple of years before then? And
yeah. It's about 600 people event. I've been to a few of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, one thing led to another. Me and James started to approach venue people that sort of had land venues, potential places we could do our event.
Yeah.
That was, we sort of come up with the idea of.
Yeah.
And we approached, I think there was a phone call between James and Charles from Noisily, and one thing led to another. And we ended up, I don't really know the exact detail of it, but we ended up joining forces with the guys from Noisily.
Because it was just one stage to start with, wasn't it?
Yeah, but they weren't. I think they weren't going to do it anymore.
Yeah.
Basically. And sorry, I'll stop fiddling with them. We weren't going to do it anymore, and they weren't going to do it anymore, and
and it all kind of came together.
It all came together,
and so you bought the liquid stage to Noisily.
Liquid stage, some financial stuff, and just generally me to do the marketing. Yeah, and they already had a really good team, who were really sort of up and coming production outfit. Yeah, and the next thing you know, we're all together putting on an event,
and that was 3 years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, 3 years ago. And the next thing you know, Bob's your uncle.
Bob is your uncle.
Bob is your uncle, and we're off and running, so it's good. It's good. I'm enjoying it. Yeah, I'm very passionate about it. So we'll see where it goes. It's looking good so far this year. We're about to launch Monday, 11 a.m.
Monday,
Monday.
Yeah, and I have seen the video. And I have seen the lineup. Yeah, and it's pretty exciting.
It's pretty exciting.
I've got to say,
we're upper level.
It's a step up. There's some pretty cool names on that lineup, aren't there?
Yeah. Phenomenal.
Revealing nothing.
Revealing nothing. Yeah. It's great.
So Monday, should find out about it.
Yeah, sure.
So, I mean, going on from Noisily, I mean, this, I know that you probably get questions about this all the time. And you probably get messages in your inbox all the time about this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just a couple.
Yeah. But say I was like a DJ who wanted to play at Noisily, which I am anyway.
Yeah.
What would be the best way to go about it?
Probably not to send an email to our inbox on Facebook, and probably not to send an email to me. Yeah. And probably not to send an email to our info at. Yeah. Because it just doesn't work like that.
No. I mean, this is kind of like a wider industry question, really, isn't it? Because this is like kind of
how to apply to a festival.
How to apply to a festival, yeah.
Well, my advice is to get to know people.
Yeah.
And to be friends.
Yeah. So you think actually come along and hang out,
building relationships. Yeah. Coming to Noisily.
Yeah.
Maybe not coming in a playing capacity.
No.
Come as a punter.
No.
And get to know people, and get and you know, go to events in London, go to events all over wherever you live, and network, find out who the people in the know are, find out the people who push the buttons are,
because obviously you
become mates with them.
You've got to have, as you know, as a DJ or producer, you've got to have something already to offer. So you've probably got to have some music out there.
Make sure you're ready.
Make sure you're ready. Absolutely. I mean, if you've like not released any music or you've done nothing, then there's no point really getting in touch with a huge festival like that and kind of going.
There's two avenues in basically. Yeah. You either start at the very ground. Yeah. You start putting on your own events, outdoor parties, wherever it may be in your little pocket of the country. Yeah. And you build up your own following. And you do it that way, and then eventually you'll become part of the scene,
and that's
through
kind
that
of
network.
What you've done. So I mean, we'll get onto that in a minute.
Yeah. Or you get really, really, really good at what you're doing. Yeah. You spend 10 years locked in a studio,
like what I've done.
Yeah. Working at it. Yeah. And then you come in that way by working hard.
Yeah. And it's also, I mean, I found kind of there's a difference between going local and international as well. So like, in a way you can kind of miss out on the grassroots bits and sometimes miss out on getting in on the more local festivals, even if you're putting music out there and stuff. So I kind of had to rebuild myself locally after I'd really started music and got my name out there already, kind of thing. Whereas you built yourself up from the grassroots with what you've done, which we'll get onto in a minute, and like that's another way in. But so you don't think just chucking emails and messages?
No, I don't know any festival in this in the world that really picks anyone from doing that. No, it's not going to happen.
No, exactly.
My advice: build relationships. Make friends. And get good at what you're doing, and then eventually your head will poke above the
parapet.
Yeah, I was going to say that actually.
You said parrot or parapet? Was it?
Power Rangers.
Power Rangers.
They're going to have a fight with some Power Rangers, and eventually, after you fought the Power Rangers and won, you're undefeated He-Man.
He-Man's not in the Power Rangers.
I know he's not, but I'm putting together a scenario.
Okay. Right.
A scenario of 80s. Well, do you know what the cartoon-based?
I mean, I'd say I want to. The dance music industry is almost as complicated as that.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it's like being in the Transformers.
It's like being in the trenches.
You're there 1 minute, and someone looks a certain way, and the next thing you know, there's something else completely different.
They've changed.
They've changed.
Yeah, they have.
And that's it.
That happens quite often.
Transformer. The dance music industry. There's an analogy for you.
Producers in disguise.
There's an analogy for you. The dance music scene.
I like that.
Is like Transformers. The movie.
Yeah.
Or just Transformers in general.
Well, no, I think that Transformers were better than they were before the movie came out.
So basically, there you go. You've got people, and they've all got different hats, so they wear them at different times.
Yeah.
And you've got to know...
You've got to be a robot in disguise in the right way.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Perfect analogy. I
like
that.
Don't send random emails unless you've got something really, really good to offer, I think is probably and get out there. Get networking.
Just don't send them.
Just don't send them generally. We'll come to you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool. So let's get on to you, because I know you like talking about you, Chris.
I do.
Yeah, you do. I'm not going to go into the questions here because I genuinely want to know about you.
I
know.
Have you never asked me? You should have done by now.
I've heard about it.
I was stand and sit next to you fucking long enough.
So, I mean, you can sort of tell by the way you wear your hair that you weren't necessarily into dance music originally, were you?
No.
So, in the 90s, what kind of stuff were you into?
Well, what happened was, it was 1993 or 4.
Yeah.
And there I was.
Yeah.
I think I went to a really good night down in Gravesend. I think it was down in a place called the Red Lion Graves, a legendary dance music establishment.
Right.
And
so that's when you're in the mid-teens sort of thing?
Right. 14.
Yeah, right, okay.
I definitely shouldn't have been there.
No. Right.
There's probably some friends listening to this, and in fact, I know there are.
Who were there?
Who were there with me who shouldn't have been there either.
Right, okay.
But anyway, there you go. You queue up at the door, £5. £5 to get in.
It's quite expensive, though.
£5, and then I think you got a gram of speed thrown in.
Free?
Yeah.
Right.
With the £5.
Right, okay. That's not so bad then.
No.
It's quite a good deal.
And the next thing you know, you are raving.
Yeah.
In a basement.
What were you raving to?
Techno, tech house, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Early doors. But anyway,
1
week later, I found myself back at the same venue.
Yeah.
And I went to a jungle night. Never again.
See, that put you off jungle forever, didn't it?
No, it put me off dance music for 5 years.
Dance music?
Yeah. Didn't listen to it really.
Yeah.
Bit of Orbital Underworld. Apart from that, no.
Yeah.
So I basically groomed this Britpop haircut.
Anti-dance music haircut.
Yeah, anti-dance music.
Yeah.
And became a bit of a Britpop kid.
Right.
These things happen.
Because there were a lot of them around in the 90s,
This was trendy.
Well, some might argue it still is.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. It comes in and out three times every.
It's more than I've got.
Yeah. I feel like I've done all right compared to the rest of the people in this room.
Yeah, I mean, Mark's. You can't see Mark, but yeah.
No, but I can see my reflection in his head, and also the guy sitting opposite me.
Yeah, I know. Well, you can see the reflection in my head if you look hard enough. Yeah,
so we're good.
So then from there, I mean, what was your sort of like dance music awakening? Like, where did it all kind of go from there? Because you definitely got into dance music.
Yeah, I don't know. So
Right,
I
obviously.
hope so.
Yeah.
No, I don't like it. I don't even know what I'm doing here.
Yeah.
It's all a fucking accident.
It's just bollocks. You're a robot in disguise.
I'm fucking leaving. I don't even like it.
Now, what happened then? Come on.
Oh, right. No, it was about 99. I was... I was basically roomed with the guy who just come back from Goa. It's like 1998.
Yeah.
From Patrick. And he brought a load of records back and, some really early stuff like Extreme and Hallucinogen stuff.
Yeah.
I wasn't overly into it when he first played them to me. I started to get into it.
Yeah.
And basically what happened, we got to Glastonbury 2000.
Yeah.
The very first year the Glade ever appeared at Glastonbury. As a sort of, I think Steve Hiddage sort of pushed Mike Leavis into doing it. Steve Hiddage from System 7. Yeah. And he essentially wanted an underground... a dance music venue at Glastonbury that represented the underground elements of the dance music scene. Okay. So I was there on the Saturday night. Yeah. And Hallucinogen was playing. Yeah. I think I was pretty cosmic at the time, and the next thing you know, Bob's your uncle. That was the Glade, though, wasn't it? Yeah, the Glade, the first Glade, the first time that they'd had a psychedelic session on the Glade. Yeah, and there I was, having raving away. Raving away.
So it was Hallucinogen.
Yeah, and then the next thing you know, I think around that same time there was a really big outdoor party scene in Kent, just sort of bubbling under, and a lot of the liquid connective parties were starting to form together. A lot of young people my age, all going to these parties in Kent Forest, and it ended up being thousands of people going to these things. Yeah,
but you were putting those on.
No, I wasn't involved so much in those liquid ones. Okay, I came later.
Right. But your party was called Omniscience.
Yeah. We were like a collective.
Because I've heard you described as the godfather of the Kentish trance.
Well, I don't think that's entirely true.
I mean, it was a young raver who described you as that. Yeah, he might have been a little bit sideways, but
yeah, no,
maybe you are.
No,
you don't think you are.
I think the influence a lot of them came from my friends Ross and James who did Liquid. Yeah, I think they certainly have a lot to answer for. Yeah, and we sort of ended up. I ended up doing some outdoor parties around 2004. Yeah. My good friend Sarah, who does Omniscience, I joined up with her. And it's quite a big collective actually of people. Yeah. And we ended up really doing events in Kent from 2004 through to 2008-9.
Quite a lot of people at those as well.
Yeah, 1,500 at the biggest. Yeah. Yeah. And they were every couple of 3 weeks in the summer.
Yeah. But then I'm guessing that you got quite a lot of attention from the authorities. Doing those.
Every April, the cops used to come round to me and Sarah's house, knock on the door, and warn us against doing them. Right. And this wasn't just any old cop. I think it was like the chief constable. Yeah, they were pretty.
But they called out the chopper, didn't they?
We riled them.
You riled them.
I like that. Yeah. And I never did I rile them more than when I was working at the police improvement.
Well, this does actually come down to another. I mean, we've got a couple of questions on this actually, but I think one of them was. Hang on, just 1 sec. We've got a question which is how many UK police forces have got your details on their record? Do you think?
Well, a few.
That's from Stuart.
I don't think any, but I mean, I did work for them once.
So you think you think you've remained off the radar, even though you've been putting these parties on, and you've had choppers.
Well, I nearly got arrested while working for the Police Improvements Agency, printing out rave posters.
So wait a minute, you were working?
Yeah, in the central government department in London,
at the Police Improvements Agency.
Yeah, while putting on raves.
And
2 seats away from me at the time. Yeah. Was a couple of people, and their major job within that department was to stop things like I was sitting 2 seats away from them, spending most of my day promoting. Right. And it didn't go down that well.
Did you enjoy doing that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I sometimes showed my pass when we were... When the police were trying to stop the parties, I remember showing my pass a few times and just saying, it's all right.
Well, I work here. It's fine. I'm undercover.
I'm one of you guys.
Did you say you're undercover?
No, I didn't say that. I just said it's all right. I'm one of you guys. I'll look after this. Don't worry.
So we did have another question from Elise.
Elise Flap. She's listening.
Who said, Were you caught by a policeman photocopying illegal rave flyers for a party you were putting on while you were working at the police improvement agency?
Yes.
You got busted?
Yeah, busted by a copper.
What happened after that?
They let me stay.
They let you stay there?
Yeah, remarkable, really.
Were you an improvement to the police?
No. No.
Okay.
No, not at all.
No, you don't think so?
No.
Right.
No, I don't even know what I was doing there. Really good money.
Photocopying.
Really good money.
Really good money.
£500 a week. That's what I was doing there.
Nice. What, to put on raves?
Yeah, to sit there all day putting on raves. That's what I was doing. I really like that, actually.
Oh,
it's great.
Good.
I feel better about myself.
We should do. I feel quite proud of myself for doing something like that.
So the taxpayer was paying me to put on raves.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, we've had another question about you. So, I mean, and I might know the answer to this, but what are your influences? So, you know, let's forget we'll get onto the cricket a bit later because I know you're really into cricket.
I love it.
Yeah. Don't just, you love it.
Yeah. I love it. Yeah.
Let's but like music wise and film wise and kind of like, I mean, what are you into? I mean, you can probably have a guess from our first album name. You know,
yeah, I mean, a lot of I got into really psychedelic films and music.
You
really young.
Show me a few of those.
Like 9 years old, 8 years old, I was collecting stuff, videos back then, VHS videos, really obscure CDs from our price or wherever it was. There were like 12 record shops in Gravesend, I think, at the time. So we had more than enough choice in around the 1990.
Yeah, okay.
It was like a real hotbed of underground sort of music around back then where I was from. So it was, it was great. And I collected really weird shit. I don't even know why.
I mean, you've shown me some weird films.
I didn't get it from my family, so I don't even know how I got into it. I think I just
fell into it.
Yeah. But anyway, I got into sort of really obscure underground 60s films.
Yeah.
By the time I was like 12, I was watching some really out there stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
And that really influenced me moving forwards, really.
Yeah.
Stuff like the Ipcress File and the film called Wonderwall, which is a really obscure Beatles based film. Anyway, there was loads of them.
Yeah. And so how do you think that's influenced where you are now? Because, you know, I mean, the festival scene is quite sort of alternative, a little bit. I mean, they call it psychedelic. Do you think that's like kind of affected where you are now? And do you think you kind of naturally fallen into that kind of
I think that's
niche in life?
Well, there's other elements to it. Back in when I went to Canterbury to university in 1998, and around there's a big scene called the Canterbury scene.
Yeah.
There's bands like Gong, Soft Machine, Caravan.
Yeah.
A lot of bands that became quite prodigious and big in the late 60s, early 70s.
Yeah.
And people like Steve Hillage.
Yeah.
He was in a band called Gong, and he latterly went on to form a group called System 7, who we've played with.
Yeah, awesome. Really good.
Steve,
I mean, they're massive. I mean, Steve played on Tubular Bells, didn't he?
Yeah. He played on the live version of Tubular Bells on the BBC.
Yeah.
So he's like, you know, next to Mick Taylor.
Yeah.
On the guitars. So it's he's really influential. It's really good that no, I can't say that.
You can say whatever you want.
No, I can't.
Oh, okay. Right, well, let's not say that then.
No, I can't say that.
Okay.
Because it's giving away something that I've got to release on Monday.
Oh, right.
But anyway, there you go. There's this sort of little eye opener.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving forwards, it was a lot of that influence of the linking from the Canterbury scene with the modern electronic music scene.
Because there is a vein that runs all the way through
the Kent psychedelic scene, and it's very much linked to the English psychedelic scene, and
kind of going through Glastonbury into things like Glade, and then it kind of spreads out into things like
and the outdoor
European,
parties
like,
from Kent,
outdoor parties,
parties from Kent fed into Glade in the early 2000s, and that Glade projects out into the country, and that is what it's all about.
Because Glade blew my mind when I went there. You know, I'd only really been going out to sort of techno raves and stuff like that.
A lot of the roots of that are from the Liquid Connective.
Yeah.
And particularly a party in 2003 that never actually happened.
Yeah.
But they sold 3,000 tickets for it.
Yeah, okay.
They got shut down in Somerset. They were chased around the country by the cops.
Wow.
But that led Ans and Nick Ladd, Ans guys and Nick Ladd, to sort of realise that there was a big enough audience out there
for Glade
to actually support a festival like Glade. So the next year, Bob's Your Uncle. There was Glade.
Glade was
borrowing the name from Glastonbury, but it became its own individual event.
And that was the Dog's Bollocks.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, I mean,
dogs, bollocks,
it was.
They were all there.
There were dogs. And there were quite a lot of bollocks around.
Loads of dogs on. Loads of dogs on strings.
There weren't
bollocks.
Well, the good thing
men's
about Glade
bollocks. Tits.
The good thing about Glade was there weren't that many dogs on strings. There were a lot of hippies.
No, you weren't allowed. I don't even think you were allowed dogs in.
And
there was some in the car park.
They're probably on strings.
The caravans
left there.
Yeah. They're probably still there now.
Yeah.
Big old dogs walking around.
Yeah, old dogs just hanging around outside Glade. Yeah. So you know that's kind of how and that's where Noisley's at, because that's the natural evolution of where we're at and the people.
Absolutely.
And we wouldn't be sitting here if it wasn't for Glade.
No, absolutely. Probably not. I definitely don't think, I wouldn't have gone down this avenue.
Yeah, I remember seeing Mark sitting in the room with us.
Well, Noisily would not be here if it wasn't for Glade.
But Mark used to play at Glade in the breaks tent. Yeah, exactly.
But Noisily wouldn't be here because of Glade, because that's where the guys that set it up originally got their influence from.
Yeah. That's what blew my mind and opened my mind to the festival scene was going to Glade.
So we all know how much we owe Ans and Nick.
Thanks, Ans and Nick.
But we actually owe James and Ross, who were before them, quite a lot, because I don't think Glade would have happened if they'd not done Liquid. So there you go. It all falls. It's all connected.
It's all connected. And then the way that it's a lot of the other festivals as well all around the world, it's all connected.
It is all connected, and that's what I like about it. It's a big family.
It is a big family. So let's go on to festivals around the world, and let's talk about Rainbow Serpent.
Yeah,
right. Woo. Yeah. Round of applause for Rainbow. So we're going out to Rainbow next year. It's going to be awesome.
Next month, almost.
Nearly next month. Yeah, I mean, I played there a couple of years ago, and it was incredible.
Seismic.
It was seismic. Actually, it blew my mind. The Monday is something else. It's amazing, and really looking forward to that. But we have had a couple of questions about Rainbow.
Have we?
We have. I just need to quickly look them up here. So the first question is from Simon Crabb. Good friend of mine from Melbourne.
From Melbourne?
We came over there.
G'day, bro.
He does ask you.
G'day, bro.
He asks you if you plan on getting as sunburnt as me when we go over there.
Well, it's actually...
Because I was peeling from literally my head. I have
to admit, for the first time in 9 months, my tan has disappeared.
Well, you're looking a bit pasty at the moment,
I'm
mate.
pasty,
You're looking
for the first
quite English.
Time. Yeah, I'm looking English for the first time. I don't like
English.
this.
The first time we did this interview, you were looking, fairly
bronzed.
Sort of bronzed.
Yeah, I'm still losing it.
You've lost
it.
I'm
not going to... This isn't going to go on for much longer.
No.
So, no.
So, but do you think that you might get burnt?
No.
Do you get burnt?
No, because I like to make a nice bronzed golden tan.
Yeah, because I forgot to put suntan lotion on
hair.
When I went. Yeah, I mean that's a big failing on my part.
This.
I mean, this was one of my Achilles heel. The big Achilles heel last time I went over there was it's two of them. I forgot to put suntan lotion on because I just forgot, and B, there wasn't much hair there, so there was it all just kind of kicked in and got burnt.
Yeah, I know. I'll be fine. I'll be rocking.
Well, we'll hold you to that.
Yeah,
I mean, he did have a follow-on question, which was, have we got a team lotion strategy?
No, not really.
Would you not want to lube me up with a bit of suntan lotion? You wouldn't share?
No, I'm not sharing.
So if I was burning, you wouldn't put your suntan lotion on me to cool me down or whatever, or stop me from getting burnt?
I'll see you on stage. I don't even know if I'm going to talk to you apart from that, to be honest.
Well, you have elbowed me on stage recently.
You can't say that. No.
Mark's sending us questions, which is just like...
Who said that?
Unreal. Yeah. Anyway, right. So the live questions are coming in. There's a couple that we can't ask, but there are some that we are going to ask. Okay, we've had another one about Rainbow. So, Chris.
Yeah.
Turn your laptop off. Come on, get back in.
I'm just...
you can look at how...
There's questions coming in.
Yeah, Mark's making a note of them. It's all good. Okay. Yeah, it's all good. We will be...
I'm the moderator.
He's the moderator.
Cool.
He is the moderator. Look at him.
Good. It's all good.
Yeah, he's official there. Right. Mad Monday. Rainbow Serpent. Gets a bit fancy dressy.
No.
Nothing.
Nothing.
You're not going to even put a pair of shorts on?
No, are we wearing shorts?
So you...
I'm not. That's not fancy. So I'm not dressing. I'm not really that into fancy dress.
You wouldn't even put a pirate hat on.
I think it's all
Have you ever got dressed up in fancy dress?
No. Well, occasionally I get made to.
By?
But I just buy girls usually.
Girls.
Put glitter on me or something.
I mean, glitter is sort of like.
Yeah, I get made to put.
Do you like glitter?
No.
I fucking hate glitter.
I don't know. I got made to put on me at Secret Garden Party in Noisily this year.
Yeah.
Not a big fan, to be honest.
Well, how much?
Well, I'd pay people not to put it on me.
You pay them not to put it on you. Okay. So we can officially say we're not getting dressed up in fancy dress.
No, I'm not into it.
I might, depending how far through the
music.
afternoon. We're going to play some music. Play some fancy music. Speaking of fancy music, we have been in the studio this afternoon remixing Grouch.
We have. Bloody good.
Yeah. Sounding all right. Grouch. Mark just said who? Come on, Mark.
Our Kiwi bro.
Our Kiwi bro. Hello,
yeah,
Grouch.
Hello, Oscar.
Hello, Oscar. If you're listening to this, hello. Yeah, we have been remixing Grouch, which it went pretty well. Yeah. Number 3 off his album, Corpus Coliseum. It's called. Yeah. So we've got that coming up. When we have a question, actually. What's coming up from Nanoplex Stable? We've got that, haven't we? There's an EP.
Yeah, January, which we haven't quite thought of a name for the EP yet. We haven't finished it yet.
Well, it's going to be finished. Yeah, we've got a deadline of like a week Monday, so it'll be finished. But the tunes are there. I mean, they just need a bit of tweaking.
Yeah.
But one of them we've been playing for a little while, which has been doing pretty well. You know, it's been going down really well. Yeah, so...
No, it's great. The remix came out really well this afternoon.
Remix did come out really well.
Surprising, because I was
messing around with a bloody GoPro
trying to make it work for this interview, and it didn't. That thing's screwed.
Yeah.
I'm going to kick it.
Yeah, well, you can kick it later. We can throw it off the balcony later. Yeah. That's all right.
Well, it's never working again.
No. So yeah, from Nanoplex Stable, we've got Grouch remix. We've got Trip Switch remix from his remix EP coming out in about a week and a half, I think, on iBoga. And then we've got the EP, and then we're going to get in the studio probably next April.
Yeah.
Get on with the next album.
When I'm back from my travels.
Yeah, back from your little jaunts.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna hit the studio and get album 3 started.
Yeah.
Might take probably a year, I guess.
Yeah. After hitting the studio, I'm gonna go in it and make some music with you.
Oh, are you?
I just don't see any point in slapping the outside of it.
Hit it with a baseball bat.
I just don't see the point in hitting the studio.
No.
It's not going to make any music. It's not going to make things better, is it?
Well, no. Okay.
So I'll go in.
Go in it. Okay, I'll hit it. You go in it, and then we'll write some tunes. But we're gonna go a little bit. We're gonna change this, not change the sound, but go a little bit kind of left field, maybe. I think with the next album. So the discussions we've had already, like the Fahrenheit 451 kind of sound off the last album.
Yeah,
I think that's the look for the next album.
We're gonna write some tunes.
Yeah. We are going to write some tunes, but I think we're going to...
Tunes? We're going to write some tunes,
my vision...
We're going to write some tunes, brother.
All right, but my vision is like, orbital insides is my vision.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to write something eclectic, which is the bottom line. That's what I'm into.
I think that's where we need to go. We're obviously going to keep some like techno rinse-out tunes going on, but,
EPs could be for that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I want to write an album.
Yeah. And are we allowed to talk a little bit about the new thing coming up on iBoga?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, basically, we've been in discussions with...
The boss
rung us up the other day, and we had a little chat.
Who is the boss?
Obviously we're signed with iBoga, and we're releasing music with them. Yeah. So we had a little chat with Enoch, and it looks like we're going to set up a progressive techno arm of the label, a sort of sub-label, so to speak. There's some really good artists out there, and it can get a little bit lost in a big trance-based label like iBoga. But the guys, a few years ago, people like Perfect Stranger and other guys on iBoga were really releasing some really good sort of techno. I mean, Yuli...
There was some awesome stuff. Lish,
Yuli,
Perfect Stranger, Magic Man. Like,
Yuli was like top 10 techno section released on iBoga. Yeah. So what the guys really missed that. They've gone a little bit trance again with the main sort of artists on the label. So we're going to set up a sub-label. And that's going to, we're already... I mean, we yet to have a proper discussion.
We are brewing some plans.
We're brewing some plans. It's all about to happen. Yeah. We don't know exactly what that's going to construe of yet.
But it's exciting.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
Is construe even the right word?
Construe?
No, it's totally the wrong word.
Yeah. Construe. Duh. Construed.
Duh.
I think so.
Yeah,
I've just been told that. I don't know if that is the right word. Oh, right. Yeah, well, construed.
Yeah, anyway.
Yeah. But that's very exciting. And, I think off the back of a really big label like Aboga, who have done that before and who have been very successful at it, but have now focused on the trance stuff. Which is fair enough.
Ever since we discussed it for the first time, I've been breathing.
You've been breathing.
Yeah. I think.
Are you pleased with yourself that you've been breathing?
I've been breathing ever since
we
discussed it for the first.
How many times?
Well, constantly.
Constantly.
Yeah.
How many times? Okay. Well, how many times in a day do you reckon you've?
I don't know, but that's what I've been doing since we discussed it.
Have you been breathing since we've been talking?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I keep doing it.
Keep doing it. Do you not want to sometimes?
Yeah. This afternoon.
Not when we were remixing.
When I was fucking dealing with that
GoPro. Do you want to send a message out to the people who make the GoPros?
Yeah.
In case they're listening.
Die.
While we're on this, I mean, I was hoping we could have a little sort of politics.
Keyword, go. Fuck yourself.
Go. Fuck yourself.
Yeah,
Pro.
Useless.
Useless. I was hoping we could have a little politics segment.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Let's do the politics. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Politics. I don't know where to start, really, because we could start a Brexit or we could start a Trump. I remember Brexit happened. You came and told me about Brexit while I was sitting in Ali's van at Glastonbury.
Oh, God, it happened on the first day of Glastonbury. We just played.
That was on the Friday of Glastonbury, because it was on the Thursday that we DJ'd.
So we voted.
Yeah.
No, so we voted, and then we drove to Glastonbury.
Yeah. We voted, drove to Glastonbury,
played,
DJ'd, and then the result came in the morning, didn't it?
Yeah, we hadn't been asleep.
I was sitting there in Ali's van, chilling out, and you came running around a corner going, "We're out," and then we all went, "Oh, bollocks!"
Yeah, that wasn't really good, was it?
Yeah,
I'm not a big fan, to be honest,
of
the
Brexit.
People. No,
the people.
No, the people.
I just think my issue with it is really that
post-truth.
We'll get onto that in a minute. My issue with it is that we're putting up barriers with Brexit and moving out of the EU when we should be knocking barriers down in this modern day and age. And I don't agree with barriers. Yeah. I mean, so fuck about everything else. Yeah. It's barriers between people, and I don't agree with that.
Yeah, everything what I'm about is the opposite to that, I'm afraid. And bringing people together from all over the world.
And that's what dance music is about at its essence.
Yeah, and that's
what it was from the beginning.
That's why I'm so proud
bringing people together.
Yeah, so that's why I'm so proud that we sort of, as a Noisily as a festival, got involved with something like the Global Eclipse.
Yeah. Which
has already sold tickets to I think over 150 countries.
So that's in Oregon next August, isn't it?
Yeah. Or is it? I think it was. No, sorry, probably 100 plus countries. I can't remember the exact numbers, but it's huge. You know, you're talking every continent, multiple countries. Yeah, and that is in a country like America, it's bringing people from all over the world together. Yeah. To celebrate in one place next August. Yeah, and that's what dance music does for you.
Well, that's what music does, and dance music more than any other music does that.
And bringing people together
it brings society together, it brings people together, and it might be disaffected people, but it still brings people together. It brings people who just want to go out and party for a night and forget about everything.
Yeah, for sure.
And we're putting up walls now.
Yeah, well, no, we're not.
No, we're not. But
no, unfortunately, the people in charge of our country are, and.
Well, there's other, but people are.
Yeah, and also the people under them. But unfortunately,
they believe in the bullshit.
They believe the bullshit.
Yeah,
and there's not.
But the problem is, there's bullshit everywhere.
Yeah, but this is the other downside of the modern age we live in.
Yeah,
where technology and media is so shared so free and easily on social media. Yeah, that half of what's written on these news sites is not even true.
Well, one thing that I was talking about
post-truth.
There's post-truth, and there's also
lying. I call it.
Well, there's also the echo chamber. So
bullshit.
you've got post-truth, but you've also got the fact that now we're on social media and we can pick and choose our friends. And say like Facebook used to have loads of clickbait, loads of rubbish. There's less of that now, and there's more news in inverted commas. But we can pick and choose who we associate with. So the people that, if someone shares something that we don't like, then we can unfriend them, or we can say block them, or you don't want to see it. Yeah. So it's like an echo chamber of your own reality. So you're creating your reality on social media.
Yeah, you are creating it, but you're not creating a reality that is reality.
Real. Yeah, exactly.
Because the algorithms on these social media sites mean that you're only seeing what the people who you are have similar interests and likes to are seeing. Yeah. So you're not really seeing the full picture.
No.
So you can live in your little bubble.
Yeah.
And which I live in. I'm very happy to.
And that's why we were all surprised about Brexit and also the Trump.
That's why I don't even like getting on the train. Fucking wankers.
Train wankers. Yeah, I know. You like your
Planes.
you like your commute in the morning, don't you?
No.
Well, why don't you tell us about your commute?
No, it doesn't.
You don't want to tell us about your commute.
There's nothing to talk about.
What, the commute down the stairs into the kitchen?
If I bother.
If you bother. Sometimes you just lie in bed all day.
Always send your first email in bed.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
If you can.
If
you're lucky enough to be able to do that, then do that.
Send your first email in bed.
Yeah.
About 5 to 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
About 5 to 9, just so you can prove you're working before 9.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that you're not lazing around bed.
I don't know if this.
Yeah.
Well, they are.
Oh, they are, yeah. But yeah, we do live in an echo chamber now, because so many people live their lives through social media, don't they?
Yeah.
I mean, Facebook is the main culprit. Twitter's probably not quite so bad, but I think if you live your life through Facebook, which a lot of us do, and a lot of us, get our news through Facebook now, then you're just going to get what you want. So you're creating your own online reality, and people don't go and check the mainstream outlets anymore. It's not like... Oh, I guess our
Thank
parents...
fucking God with the shit the Daily Mail spouted.
I know you say that, but I'm sure that our parents would have gone out and read a newspaper, whereas we don't. We go on social media and we... Well, so did you just call Daily Mail readers twats?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'll go further than that.
Go on then.
Fucking cunts.
Yeah. Yeah, what can we
Speaking of fucking cunts, we should talk about Donald Trump a little bit.
Oh, God.
What do you think about that? Do you think anything's going to happen? Do you think the wall's going to go up between Mexico? No. Do you think anything he said is going to happen?
No, I think it was all...
Do you think he just bullshitted to get into power?
Yes.
Yeah, absolute bullshit.
And the idiots believed him.
Yeah.
The sheep believed him, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And that is the world we live in, unfortunately. That is what it's become.
Yeah.
And they call it the post-truth world.
Well, see, we were talking... So let's get onto this post-truth thing.
Lying.
No, come on, explain to me what post-truth is. Because you... First time I heard that phrase was when you said it to me earlier today.
Yeah.
So what is it?
Post-truth basically means that people are... basically putting out there anything they want to.
That is supposed to be the truth.
But it's supposed to be the truth.
Yeah.
To gain power.
Yeah.
And then backtracking on everything they've just said.
Just bollocks.
And it never happens.
So it's like, it's what happens. It's after they've told the truth in inverted commas.
It's like the guys that were talking about Brexit and all of that,
Yeah.
Pile of shit.
So, do you think Brexit's going to happen?
No.
Do you think they're going to keep on kicking it down the road?
Yeah, I do. I think that ball will be kicked down the road forevermore.
Yeah.
It's not going to be what they think it's going to be.
It'll be a post-truth Brexit.
Post-truth Brexit.
All right. Well, I think we've had enough of this series. Stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good to have a bit of political discussion.
Back to breathing,
if you can.
Yeah. Well,
I had a good chat with Jossie about Donald Trump, because obviously he would be directly affected if a war went up between Mexico and America.
Yeah.
Because he's Mexican.
Yeah.
And they're not very happy about it.
His mum lives in America.
Exactly. So there'd be a wall that he'd have to climb over.
And he's really short.
Jossie,
if you're
listening, Jossie, hello.
Hello. Sorry, you're not at all. No, you're not.
Okay, right. So let's go. William Hazelrig, one of your
one of my esteemed colleagues,
one of your esteemed colleagues from Noisily, has asked, how many noise complaints have been caused by your lack of an indoor voice? Oh,
right, yeah.
Do you get that often? Yeah, like noise complaints.
Well, it's helped over the years.
But with what? Getting thrown out of pubs?
It's been known to happen. I've got a promoter's voice.
You got a promoter's voice?
Yeah.
You think if you shout loud enough, people do what you want them to do?
I could be heard over a Function 1 on a dance floor.
You were heard over the Azora rig when I was sitting right next to it. You were loud in that in my right ear. I had the Azora rig in my left ear, and you in my right ear, and you were louder.
Yeah, but it
fucking hurt.
I've been told to be quiet by a band before while they're playing. Will you shut up? We're playing.
We're playing.
They got amps and everything,
Well, is there any explanation for this phenomenon, or is it like
my voice?
Yeah, it's like a sonic weapon, mate.
But it's just been on the front of my
face for ages.
Apparently, it's not caused by DJing a lot.
No,
which I did a lot.
I mean, I think you are a little bit deaf in the mid range.
Well, I think that's been affected possibly by DJing a lot.
I
did do a lot of...
Yeah.
Did play a lot on a lot of
gigs.
squat parties.
Yeah, crap rigs.
In the 2000s.
Yeah.
In the noughties. Is that what you called it?
Yeah, naughty. No, not... Yeah, that was a... Yeah.
The noughties?
Noughties, I think so.
Yeah, the noughties.
Yeah,
I played a lot of gigs and probably... these days from playing on much better rigs, so don't really have to deal with it. So,
I mean, I've been with you where we've been asked to leave.
But I'm a shouter at heart.
You're a shouter at heart.
Yes.
Yeah. You like to get your point across. You like to get it across loud.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything particularly wrong with that.
No.
Well, we've had a couple of live questions in actually. So should we get onto one of these?
We can.
So now, which artists are you like kind of into? Who do you rate now?
Ooh.
Or I mean, let's say like now and in the past. So let's I mean, I'll have a little say on this as well, but yeah.
But you know exactly what I'm going to say anyway.
I know, but the people who are watching and listening to this don't. So what do you reckon?
Besides Meet Katie. Oh, right.
Besides Meet Katie.
Yeah, right, yeah.
And Nanoplex.
Oh, yeah. Nanoplex, great. Really like them.
Obviously Meet Katie. Start with it.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Right, so where do we start?
Should we go for new?
What, new stuff?
Yeah, new stuff. What are you into at the moment?
No. Sorry. The releases, new releases that I've really been into recently. I think stuff by the. I've really liked some. There's a guy called Sefton who's only released a couple of tracks.
Yeah.
Really, only a couple.
Yeah.
He's playing on a lot of Maceo-plex parties.
What label was he on? Like?
Elysium.
Oh, okay. Like Maceo's label.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he's released on, but I've got a big. I think he's going to be massive. There's a couple of releases by a guy I know who you booked for your event.
Motec, years ago.
Years ago, Shallokin.
Oh yeah.
But his new stuff's really good.
Yeah, he's very good because he's also Panio.
Yes.
And Panio
did that remix.
Some amazing stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
Years ago. Yeah.
So and Enrico, I can't pronounce it.
Lee.
Well, you were playing it earlier in the studio. Enrico Sangliano.
Enrico Sangliano. Yeah. The guy who pipped us to the top on Beatport.
Yeah, from the Techno charts.
When our album came out. I mean, that Moon Rocks track. Fuck yeah.
Massive.
Amazing. Absolutely massive.
Other stuff I'm into, guys up, really like. Yeah. He's not released any music for 4 years.
Because we went out to ADE and of
course.
And ADE was awesome. I have to admit, Maceo-plex wasn't that awesome.
No, it wasn't very good.
Bit boring. Mode Selector was very good. But the night after, I went to a jungle rave, and you went to go and see the Minus Party, didn't you?
Yeah.
And you came back, and I said, "God, this is going to be a bit dull because you haven't released anything for like 6 years."
But am I wrong? But I tell you what, he's got some killer music.
You came back and you went, "Guys, this new music is absolutely incredible."
Yeah, he was the best.
Yeah.
I really, really enjoyed hearing his set, and he's got a load of killer stuff,
new stuff,
unreleased. He hasn't released a track for 4 years.
Yeah.
Nothing. But whatever he was playing at night was psychedelic, funky techno. Really, really good.
I mean, he always did that sound quite well, but I always found it quite hard to fit into my own DJ sets.
Yeah.
Because it's very unique.
But it's not even that now.
No, it's just changed a bit.
So the art of...
He needs to start putting some music out.
The art of writing a live set like that. And it's like got funk, psychedelic, fat production. Yeah. And there are other artists that night I like.
Matador, Julian
Jewel, who I'm really into.
Yeah.
There's the guys from Brazil who's Kaylee.
Oh, Khalil.
Khalil
is on it at the moment. I was chatting to Diogo. We were chatting to Diogo from DM7 in ADE as well. And like, it was like Victor Ruiz, then Alex Steen, and then Khalil is coming through now. And and Khalil stuff is properly on it. It's amazing.
Really good.
He's the new
fat production.
Fat production, really, really good stuff. So absolutely feeling that. I mean, what about in the past? What do you think? Like artists from the past? Did you think?
Well, when I first started playing this sort of sound. Back in 2006, I thought it was stuff like Bushwhacker.
Yeah.
Really, really good.
Yeah.
Other early stuff that I was into.
James
Oliver Koletsky.
Yeah. Wicked.
I can't pronounce some of these names, unfortunately.
Go for it. Just try.
I can't find my computer.
No, it's fine. I can probably help you.
I can't even get them out.
German.
Yeah.
Okay. We had a question from...
Somebody else thinks so. As you go, double time.
So we've had a question from Leon Avalon.
Oh.
Yeah. He said, what's the story? What is the story with your dance moves?
Oh, they're great, aren't they?
What is the story with them?
Well,
and have you got any tips for fans of your dancing?
I mean, get your head down.
Get your head down.
Get your head down.
You don't normally have your head down when you're dancing.
I don't even know what's going on.
You don't? Oh, are you
Raving.
doing it in time, or is it just a bit of a...
No, off the beat.
Off the beat?
Different.
What beat?
The one that's not there.
Right.
In between.
So is there a beat going on in your own head?
But listen, what's the best thing about music? What do I constantly tell you about when we're in a studio?
What makes you feel?
No, what do I constantly tell you about?
You constantly tell me to put glitch in the tunes.
No, apart from that. It's all about the space, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's where I dance.
So you dance in the space between the beats?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah, but that is a beat in itself.
Sometimes
that is a beat in itself.
I know, I got this. But sometimes you dance in time.
Yeah, but that's just what I want to...
Is that when you're dancing to the space on the beats?
No, I'm being different.
Right.
I don't want to just be the man in between the beats all the time.
You want to be... Because at the end of our...
I don't want to be left out.
At the end of our set at Azora, which was epic...
Well, it was 8 hours. You'd expect to be in time by then.
Yeah. You know, by the end of that, you were dancing on the beat. And you were all more in time with the dancing than I was.
There you go, it happens.
Yeah,
but that's mainly because you were falling over.
I wasn't.
Pretty useless, to be fair, in the last hour.
Yeah, right? Everyone would be after 7 days of raving. But on the dancing, there was talk. I remember you saying...
Coaching.
Not coaching. DVD. What do you reckon? Fitness.
I'm quite similar to Jane Fonda in a lot of ways.
Did you think?
But yeah, there's what is different about me and Jane Fonda?
I mean...
Fonz, as I call her.
The Fonza. Well, what did she do before she was a fitness instructor?
Actress.
She was an actress.
She was, in the art.
Okay, so you've been a cricket player, then you've been a DJ, and then promoter, wanker, and you're thinking about going into fitness. Are you?
I know. I'm really fit.
You're really fit. Okay,
2 miles a day in the pool.
Well, you've ticked the box.
2 miles a day in the pool.
2 miles a day
minimum.
Okay, that's cool.
You don't get to look like this for.
To look like a crap Noel Gallagher doing less than 2 miles in the pool every day. Okay,
fact.
Yeah, and so you're thinking about doing a fitness DVD?
No,
well, that's what I heard.
Oh no, you just made it up.
No, I didn't. No, you've told me.
You made it up.
No, I didn't.
I'm not going along with it anymore, Ben.
No,
that's right. That's it. It's a waste of 5 minutes. Isn't it?
Okay, Chris isn't going to do a fitness DVD, unfortunately.
No.
Oh, that's no good. Oh well. So the story with your dance moves is that you just dance.
Yeah, it's all about it. I just feel it,
Just feel it.
The space.
Yeah.
Because that's the one thing you got to learn, particularly all you forest trance or high tech producers out there, is the best bit about music is the space in between the beats.
It is, and if it's that fast, there's no space in between the beats, is there?
When anyone can do that, it's pretty easy, isn't it?
What do you mean?
Producing music with no space in it.
Well, it just goes really fast, doesn't it?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right, what's next?
What's next? There's plenty. There is plenty. We've had a question from Adi.
Oh, God.
Yeah. This is about your gigs.
Oh, okay.
So, about your first international gig. So he asked, what came first? Your first international gig or learning how to mix?
Oh, I couldn't mix. No, I didn't. I could music. I could music.
So what kind of stuff were you playing though?
Electronica, techno, beat, bass.
You didn't beat match though, did you?
No. I didn't know how. Didn't even bother to learn. Just good music.
Yeah.
Put together. Blended well.
So you had your first...
I have got friends.
Yeah.
Some quite significant DJs who I'm not going to name.
No, don't.
Who played Brixton Academy.
Yeah.
Before they could beat match.
Really?
Yeah.
Why are you looking at me?
No, I'm not looking at you. I know that you're not that. But I do have friends.
Yeah.
I do have friends that played Brixton Academy before, and they thought they had the gig at Brixton Academy, and then they thought, a quote the person that said it to me, it sort of inspired, it pushed them into sort of like learning. It would do, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would do. I was on the verge of not being able to beat match for my first gig, but
you taught yourself.
Well, it was on vinyl. I taught myself. Yeah. No, Mark couldn't. No.
What teaches you how to DJ better than DJ?
Doing it in front of loads of people.
You still start shitting it and learning.
Yeah.
Then by the next gig, you've learnt a lot.
Yeah. No one wants to be that embarrassed that often.
No, you don't want to be embarrassed that often. No. But you were playing eclectic stuff when you first started.
Yeah, absolutely. It wasn't particularly one genre or another.
No.
So yeah, he could do that.
And
It doesn't sound bad playing it in that method.
No. So you got to learn to mix from playing gigs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just playing a lot.
Yeah.
As I just showed you my gig schedule from 2009 the other day.
Yeah, quite a lot of gigs.
So like what? I was doing 15. But between November the 14th and New Year's Day.
Yeah.
In 2009, I had 14 gigs, like virtually 2 a week. I was earning £1,000 a month playing in London back then.
Yeah, that's quite
playing in underground squat party without going in a club. I was earning £1,000 a month.
Let's concentrate on that actually, because the London squat party scene back then was huge,
massive.
What's happened?
It's a good question.
Can you answer
go on
it?
Quite a substantial amount of time.
Come on, let's hear about it. I mean, I'm interested to hear what you think.
Things go in cycles.
Yeah.
You know.
Do you think it's a smoking ban or anything like that?
Well, that's what originally made the period I'm talking about, which is about 2008 onwards.
That's when the squat scene kicked off.
2011.
Yeah.
The psychedelic squat scene in London, there were 4,000 to 5,000 people.
Yeah.
Say a New Year's Eve party. A regular Venom party would have 3,000 people.
But why
I was
aren't
only
there
like
£200
just for doing a set in a second room.
But why aren't there that many people?
Not that it's about money, but I'm just taking as an example
but
of the
why
financial.
aren't there that many people at those parties anymore?
I don't know what happened.
You don't know what happened?
I don't know. Well, a lot of them, the police did start to come down on them.
Yeah.
It gets very big very quickly. Look, people are stupid. That's a really quick. I'm not going to say people are stupid.
Yeah.
But I just did.
Yeah.
But within the dance music sector, there are people that just, once something gets trendy, like Venom did in 2008,
right?
He just got huge really quickly. Everybody
who was
in
going
the
out
underground
to that,
dance music scene in London, everyone went to that, regardless of whether they were into techno, trance,
they just
drum
go
and bass,
out to it, yeah.
Boom, they all went there because it was the thing.
Yeah.
It was where are you going? I'm going to Venom.
Yeah, right.
And 3,000 people.
Yeah.
Epic, amazing.
Yeah.
The guy was promoting it wasn't even from England. He's from Brazilian.
Yeah. Okay.
Good guy, Leonardo.
Yeah.
Who I've got a lot of time for.
Yeah.
For what he did.
Yeah.
I've always appreciated him.
Yeah.
He obviously was quite controversial at the time, but I thought he was a dude.
Yeah.
And you've seen similar things now with a good friend of mine who plays at Noisily, and I played at one of his nights. Aidan, who does warm up and
So I was going to get onto this.
Warm up in the warehouse and all of that, and
because Aidan has been running squat parties for a little while, but really
couple
good.
Of years.
No, when you say squat, it's not a squat; it's a warehouse. It's really
it's really well run.
Yeah,
but
really
so
well run stuff. But
similar.
But he's had a couple of issues recently.
Yeah, but that's what I've seen over and over again.
Yeah.
And the answer is there is no answer.
No. Do you think things go in cycles?
Things go in cycles. Like
so you get a boost of you get to where you can get to, but then you get. Do you think there's no way you can go from there because you get clamped down?
Not in this country.
Yeah.
You're not allowed. They're not going to let that turn into a movement of people that was seen in the early 90s.
Yeah.
That is not going to be allowed to happen anymore.
No.
As soon as they get any
inkling,
like we were with Omniscience, Liquid Connective were with what they did in the early noughties.
Yeah.
Venom.
Yeah.
Warm up.
Yeah.
As soon as they get any inkling that these guys are moving the boundaries.
Yeah.
These guys are actually doing something that's changing the fabric of how
because there were more people going to those events than there were going to club nights in London.
There's more people going to these events in Kent. There were more people coming to these outdoor parties on a Saturday night in the forest
going to Fabric
than there were in any of the town centres in Kent.
Yeah.
That's what, and they started to get worried about the fact that, God, what's going on here? Is this isn't normal?
Yeah.
And what they're trying to do is they're trying to stop mass movements from happening, and they're doing a very good job of it because it's very difficult now to get to the point where a lot of these things got to in 1989, 1991, where they grew, and they got to 25,000 people.
Yeah.
That could still happen.
Yeah.
I guarantee if you gave me 2 years in this country and I was allowed to operate without any interference by the police or authorities, and I was I just had a number of, I was allowed to do warehouse parties or outdoor parties in this country for free. I guarantee within a year I would have a movement of 25,000 people. going out to these events on a Saturday
But they
night.
get scared. They don't want to get arrested.
They do, and that's the point.
Yeah.
But I guarantee that the people are there, and they would go again.
Yeah.
But it's almost impossible to create that movement of people. I've got a huge respect for what Aiden's done recently with warm up. And
totally. It's incredible.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah.
No, it's great. I love to see that.
Yeah.
I have got a lot of respect for that guy for what he's done and how
but now the pressure's on. It's hard to know how to evolve it and how to evolve the communication.
Well, it's been an ongoing issue.
Yeah.
It's something that I know that it's being addressed. But,
of course. Yeah.
How?
And this takes us, I mean, it's not something that we wanted to talk about, but we wanted to kind of delve deep into the dance music industry and talk about, kind of how people get where they're going and the background to people that are in the dance music industry.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I could see you're in the mood for like a bit of a rant rather than some silly stuff. So we can go into that if you want.
So let's
start up. Let's start about ghostwriting.
Marketing.
Let's do ghostwriting.
Oh, right, okay.
Well, I mean, what do you think about ghostwriting? I have ghostwritten for people. I won't lie. I've done it because I needed the money.
Yeah.
Because I don't have loads of money. So,
What do I think about it?
But it's not so much the ghostwriting, but it's like the whole concept behind it. So someone could come along and go, I want to be a DJ.
Basically, the music scene is about money. I don't really like it, to be honest. If I'm honest, me and you have discussions about this quite often. Would you
recommend, if someone wanted to get into the dance music scene and they were a young kid and they were talented and they didn't have loads of money to splash it, would you recommend they go into it?
I just don't know how people are going to do it anymore.
No.
The avenues into it now. I've been to conferences, quite a lot of them
unless you're
the avenues into this industry now are blocked in so many different ways. It's really difficult. In England in 2016, if you're 18, 19, 20 and you want to get up the ladder, fucking hell, I don't know how. The clubs, the small clubs are closed.
Well, there's no money for music sales.
There's no clubs in it. So you're not going to sell
small
music.
Small clubs are closed,
If you're a producer, you're not going to make enough money from them making the music to survive. So that's gone.
Yeah.
The small clubs are closed, so you're not going to be able to start up as a warm-up DJ on a really big club night. Boom.
Yeah.
That's gone.
Yeah.
Outdoor parties. Well, there's none of them in Kent anymore.
Well, some of them happen, but then they get clamped down on, as we were just saying. Yeah.
So that's gone.
Yeah.
Well, it hasn't gone, but it's difficult.
It's ebbs and flows.
Yeah. And basically, I worry about it. I worry about the avenues into the industry.
Because we say this, but we actually give a real shit. And one of the main reasons that we're doing what we're doing and you're doing what you're doing with Noisily is to build up the scene in the UK.
The way that I see it is, it's an interesting way of looking at things, but I see that if we put on a quality event, there's like a pinnacle event within one of the pinnacle events in this country, hopefully within the electronic music scene.
Yeah.
Hopefully that filters down.
Yeah.
And becomes like a quality threshold that people who, all the young kids that come to our festival, the kids like 20, 22, 23, 24, who are probably just punters at the moment. They're just coming to have a laugh. They just finished uni, like I was once upon a time. Yeah. Hopefully they see those production levels that we've got.
Because they are good.
And they are good.
They are good.
And hopefully they see that.
Yeah.
And hopefully when they go back to their town in England, wherever it is, be it Newquay, Gloucester, you name it, Newcastle, when they go back and they go... They get together with their mates and they go, let's put on a club night, guys. Yeah. Hopefully some of what we've done with the production at Noisily and the quality of our event filters down and makes them think we can do this. Yeah. And that's why I'm doing it.
Because I mean,
that's what it's about.
You and I have built our way up from pretty much fuck all, and we are where we are because we've worked fucking hard.
Yeah.
And there are people who have bought their way to success, and we see it all over the place. And it's through ghostwriting, through paying for marketing campaigns, and all this kind of stuff. And okay, they've done that. And I don't want to be too down on it, because you can still do it if you've got the talent and if you go out there and network, as we were saying before, and you make the right friends and you're putting the right product out. Yeah. But it's a harder game It is a harder game these days, I think.
It's just,
so I don't want to put too much of a downer on it.
No,
but
I'm always positive.
If you love it,
you'll get there.
You'll get there. But it might take a while. But if you're just doing it for the wrong reasons, which, you know, we have both seen a lot of people do that over the years and fall by the wayside, you know, and that's it, you know. You can't just put a tune out and expect to be successful.
I wouldn't wish breathing on them.
You wouldn't wish breathing on them. But these people, you know, and also I think that, you know, you're sort of, you learn to understand why different people are in it for different reasons. Yeah. And, you know, you can tell why someone's in it just to scratch their ego, or you can see why someone's in it because they really fucking love it. Yeah. And if someone's in it because they really love it and they've been working their ass off at it and they you know, they really want to do something, then they're the kind of people who might actually, you might go, okay, cool.
So as far as I'm concerned, with what we're doing, particularly with Noisily and stuff like that, is if one single person goes away from that festival at the end of the festival and goes away to their little provincial town, wherever that may be in England, be it Maidstone, be it Nottingham, you know, provincial city, you name it, they go away and then they start, you know, it provides the acorn that grows into the tree. And you know, that is what I want to do. I want to keep a sustainable underground music industry in this country, and I believe passionately that the best way of doing that is by having a pinnacle event at the top, like Glade, like Noisily, with high standards of music and production. And that filters down. But
Noisily is that, but it is that in its own world. And it is quite real, the world that Noisily operates in. Whereas you go to other events, not naming any names, and I think that a lot of what goes on at the top there is potentially not real.
Yes. In fact, particularly in the electronic music scene, I find as Nanoplex has sort of grown as a project, we've sort of started to touch on the
more commercial world,
commercial world, and the techno scene that we're very aware of, that we touch on. Yeah, we're very aware of the fact that it's all a load of bollocks.
It is all a load of bollocks, and we're very aware.
There's a lot of people that have bought their way to the top.
There's a lot of people that bought their way to the top,
and it's very, very.
Whereas what I feel what's going on with Noisily is, you know, there's obviously a lot of privilege everywhere in the dance music industry because you know, that's how it rolls.
Yeah.
But I think it's more than not real.
But it's really difficult for me, having come from a sporting environment where you're good at what you do, and the better you get at it, eventually the good rise to the top. That's how it works.
Yeah, it does.
So, but in a dance music scene, that is also true. But there's an element of bollocks as well.
Big element of bollocks. But it's a dark industry, the dark music industry.
It is.
There's a lot of backstabbing. There's a lot of ladder climbing.
I do sometimes wonder what I'm doing in it.
I know.
It's not really. But it's not really that suited to me.
The reason I'm in it,
I'm fucking leaving.
You're off. The reason, no. In all seriousness, no. The reason why I'm in it is because I love the music. I love music, and that's what drives me every single day. When I'm writing music, you know, we're in the studio today. It was great. We're remixing Grouch, one of my heroes, one of our heroes.
Yeah.
Because we've worked our way up to this position, and we love it.
Yeah.
That's why we're still doing it. And you deal with the bollocks. It's like every other job. But I think when you start getting into it, I remember when I was reading Mixmag when I was younger, when I was a kid. All you get presented with is like this glitzy kind of lifestyle blah.
I think I first read that in 2012.
No, I first read it in like 1996.
I didn't. I don't think I'd read a dance music magazine until I worked for Glade.
Yeah.
In 2012, and someone forced me into doing it.
Well, there you go. Let's talk about trance music.
Higher tempo.
So you
I love trance music.
You love trance music,
but I'm not making any.
No,
ever.
What do you like? What kind of trance music do you like? Because you're involved with a festival that's very well associated.
No, I know, and I book for trance stages.
What do you like?
What am I into at the moment, actually?
Yeah, come on. Yeah, trance.
Well, it depends what you call trance, really. It depends what gets you in a trance, but I really like a lot of the sort of, I suppose Zen and record stuff.
Does it have to be fast?
No. That isn't what I think our music...
No, gets you in a trance. Yeah.
If you're talking about the best trance acts out there for me, I'm talking about Matador, Extravelt, really deep, groovy, psychedelic, Songkite, Minologue.
Yeah.
That's trance.
Yeah.
For me. every man to himself, really.
Yeah.
You know, what I find trancey is very slow, minimal, and psychedelic.
Yeah.
I like space in my music. I don't like 150 BPM music filled up with sound. It doesn't make me feel psychedelic.
No.
I don't enjoy it when I'm in that world, and I don't. It's not going to change.
No.
So I find the reason that I've ended up in a music project with you, writing music at the BPMs that we write it at, is because I find that BPM psychedelic and it inspires me.
The whole...
I love the groove, brother.
I love the groove, brother.
I love the groove, brother.
Yeah, because you're growing. Your afro is growing.
Yeah,
right?
brother.
Exactly. Mine is trying to,
brother.
But I think
love.
We spoke about this. Do you remember though? I think this was when we got back from coming up with the name Nanoplex.
You went to bed.
No, I didn't go to bed.
No, you didn't the night before, no.
No, I didn't. No, I did the night before, not the night before that. We both went on Beatport and we were like, "There's no music around that we want to play. There's nothing we wanted to play."
No, I hate it.
But we both said, "Let's write some stuff."
I'll tell you what it was.
We want to play.
We were back 2012.
Yeah,
I think I'd sort of gone through.
You'd gone on Beatport and you tried to find some music.
Well, I think I just played that Glade. I just played a psychedelic techno set on the Origin stage.
Yeah.
Which is kind of, as far as in what I do, quite a pinnacle set, and I was struggling.
Yeah.
A lot of the music was slightly old, and it wasn't really. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
What are you going to do? How can you drive forward something if you haven't got any material? But,
exactly. But I think we wanted to write something that wasn't there, and we filled a gap of music that we wanted. Reading your little notes and marks.
I didn't even make them. I will take over.
Yeah, so Psytrance. There's some good stuff though.
No, I like it. I'll tell you what I'm really.
I mean, look at stuff like Aardvark, Nige.
Yeah, brilliant,
doing
really good.
Some really English sounding Psytrance. There's an English sound, isn't there, for Psytrance?
No, mate, I'm really.
Scorb.
Yeah, Scorb. Really love anything that comes out of AD Scorb.
Wild Things guys.
No, he's various production projects like Phibian.
Yeah.
Deviant Species. He's doing that Squid Ink with Deviant Species.
Yeah, Squid Ink stuff's
his
amazing.
own Scorb album's going to be out soon. Really good.
Yeah.
I'm really into Nigel's stuff. Really good. If you've heard some of his he's got a mix up online at the moment.
Yeah.
Killer.
Yeah.
He's a real he's someone that we have back at Noisy every year, and we're quite connected with through Shiva Valley.
Shiva Valley,
which incidentally we're going to go back and do next spring.
Yeah,
they're sort of what?
Yeah,
There's me.
Yeah, that's great. Well, let's talk a little bit about us. Yeah, what we got coming up. So obviously Rainbow Serpent's there. We're playing Planet Zog week before Rainbow Serpent, which would be good. Mark's played Planet Zog. Yeah, awesome. Good. Up in Sheffield.
Never been to Sheffield.
No, I've never been to Sheffield.
We might be going to France.
Might be going to France that weekend as well, which is we hopefully.
So we did numerous dates in Australia. We haven't got. It's not all locked down.
It's not all locked down yet. So yeah, there are probably some dates free if anyone wants to.
Yeah, but there are some.
We're looking at a couple of weekends filled up, and then we're back. We've got a French.
No, I'm not coming back.
You're not coming back. You're off to Panama on your little jaunt.
No, India.
Oh, you're going to India, then Panama.
We're going to do Noisily in Goa.
Yeah.
At the end of February.
Yeah, and then you're doing
Fantastic.
Panama.
Yeah. And then we're going to Panama, the other festival I'm working for now.
Yeah.
Really amazing event in in Central America.
Yeah.
It's run by an English team. Yeah. English and Spanish team.
Yeah.
Various people from actually all over the globe. I'm really proud of that event for the way that it really brings people together from all over the globe. It's a real international event.
So that's more than just an event, though, isn't it? That's kind of right.
It's about bringing together the tribes from Central and Southern America.
Yeah.
And they have like a 2-week event where they share share their way of life. And the different traditions that they have.
The natives there.
Basically the guys who run the festival fly these guys in.
Yeah.
They all come together and they basically hang out for 2 weeks. And all the people from Western Europe and all over the world all come together.
Yeah.
And it's like a big gathering from all over the world. And it's really interesting. I find it quite
cool. We just had a question actually, which is, what do you find so great about South America?
Oh. Yeah, I don't.
I can see you twitching there a little bit. Like, is it?
Yeah, I don't even like this stuff.
South Americans.
What do I like about that? I like a good month there every spring for various reasons.
But you've been to Mexico.
I have,
and you've been to
a
Panama.
lot of these places recently.
But we've not. We have not been over to Brazil yet. But
but
I think
will.
the sound in Brazil is perfect.
Yeah, we'll love it. We're going.
Yeah, it would be good.
Yeah,
it'd be very good. Yeah, that'd be very good. Because Brazil seems like where it's going to. Yeah.
We haven't been there either.
We've not been to Israel yet,
but we will do.
We would love to go to Israel.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, absolutely. So South America. Where's your favourite place in South America? Though?
I've not travelled a lot of it.
You went to Colombia though.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really recommend going there. Actually,
yeah. I've still not been. I'd love to go down there.
Struggle if you don't need to know Spanish, but absolutely, it's good.
Yeah.
But I really love heading over to that area of the world in spring every year, and it's a long way to continue.
Yeah. And where do you think, like, because coming back to progressive techno stuff, so we've sort of agreed that England, the scene is a bit
potato.
Bit potato.
Yeah,
it is a little bit potato. In the rest of the world,
if you're thinking pineapple, pineapple is good.
Yeah.
England's a bit potato at the moment.
So where is pineapple for prog techno?
Argentina.
Prog house, maybe.
No, I think they'll get our thing.
I had a chat with Nick Warren about this, and he said Argentina is really going off for prog house.
But we are that kind of.
We're a bit more.
Yeah. Russia. Take me to Russia.
Oh.
He won't take me there. He won't take me to Russia.
You're too loud for Russia.
Apparently I'll upset the Russians.
You might.
And we may never come back.
You might never come back.
No, I'm fine.
No. Well, it remains to be seen. If any Russian promoter would like to get both of us over, then we can go over and we can see. It'll be an adventure.
I can prove Russians will like me.
So next year as well. Apart from that, we've definitely got there's a festival in France lined up near Switzerland.
I can't remember the name of it.
No, but it's going to be good.
Circus.
Yes, like circus kind of thing, and it looks really good.
Techno circus.
There's the festival that cannot be named, but that might be announced on Monday that you're involved with.
Oh yeah, we're playing at that one.
Yeah,
we're not playing at Noisily next year,
but we might be.
Yeah, but we might be.
We might be. Yeah.
We're not. It's not being announced on Monday. So
and there's another one that might not happen, but might.
What?
Chris announcing me claims.
So I think what we can conclude from that is there's not a lot confirmed at the moment. Well, there is a lot confirmed, but we can't really announce anything.
I'm only releasing a minimal amount.
We just heard your release.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So from there, I don't quite know.
We can't really. A lot of the festivals we're playing at next summer, we can't really.
We can't announce. We can't announce them yet. But there's some good stuff coming up.
Yeah.
There's some really good stuff.
And breathing.
EP wise, hopefully you'll be breathing. If you're not,
you're doing it on your own, mate.
I'm doing my own. Should we talk about sport? Because we had a question.
Oh, really?
Do you want to talk about sport?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, okay, cool.
When will we win an ACCA?
When will we win an ACCA? The question was, which sport do you employ? Okay, this isn't playing, this is watching. So which sport do you enjoy watching the most?
Well, cricket.
You enjoy watching it?
And playing it.
And playing it?
Yeah.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about cricket? Because we also had a question from the last interview, which is, why is your name not DJ Cricket Chris?
Oh, by Matt Rees.
Yeah,
he's the only person that calls me it.
Cricket Chris.
It's a good question, but what is my? I love cricket.
Yeah,
it's something. There's something about it that just makes you.
How long have you been playing cricket for?
25 years.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's year. Longer than I've been DJing.
Yeah, 25 years. No, it's great. I love it. I don't know. It's the what's it called when something's the opposite to the opposite of what you're doing? The
antithesis.
The antithesis of what I do on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah.
That's why I love it.
Yeah. But before you were doing cricket before you were doing dance music, weren't you? Yeah. So it's
always been there.
It's always been there.
It's the stability in life.
Right. Okay.
So I love it. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. And how far did you get in cricket?
Yeah, it's what can I say? How far did? Well, basically, yeah, I got up to sort of Kent League standard
pro level,
just below pro level.
Yeah.
So train with Kent.
But how close is that to pro level though?
Semi-badass.
Yeah, no. How close?
How close to you as being a cricket ninja are you?
Well, yeah, I trained with Kent, who are a pro side.
We were talking about the yips earlier.
Yeah, that was kind of like led me into doing what I'm doing now, really.
Because I didn't know you got the yips. I know that one of our friends got the yips.
Yeah. No, I got the yips quite badly in about 2004.
Yeah. What is the yips?
The yips is where you lose the ability to release a ball
from your hand.
Yeah,
because you're not a batter, you're a bowler.
Yeah, predominantly.
I don't know that much about cricket. I only learned about it from
predominantly.
Yeah.
And anyway, yes, I couldn't. I completely. You just one day your brain just goes bomp. You don't even know why it's happened, and you can't release it anymore. So you've been playing for 10 years. You can land the ball on a sixpence, 22 yards away. Yeah. You can't do it anymore.
And it happens quite regularly.
No.
Right.
But it happens.
Happens.
Yeah. And no rhyme or reason behind it. I know quite a few people it's happened to.
Right.
One day you're great. Next day you might as well never have played the game.
It kills people's careers completely.
Yeah.
Is it something that happens to all sportsmen, or is it just
darts
cricket
players, golf players?
Is it a hand thing or like
it's a motor skills?
Right. Okay.
You lose the motor skills,
and it's not to do with injury.
No. Well, possibly. It's hard to say.
Right.
It's just hard to say what it's caused it, but there was nothing obvious.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, it's interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, I mean, it must be a psychosomatic thing and very annoying if you suffer from it. Yeah, but you're still playing cricket.
Yeah, I still play for Gravesend, who are the side that I sort of grew up playing.
And how are you doing for Gravesend?
I only play Wednesdays at the moment, which is good. No, it's good.
Well, it doesn't interfere with your weekends then, does it?
We can't.
No, that's good.
There's a lot of them these days.
Yeah.
52 of them.
Biggies.
No, I have 52 weekends a year.
What do you reckon your best weekend was this summer? What do you think the best gig we've played was this summer? I mean, I think I know, but...
Chrysalid.
Yeah.
Best one.
Yeah, we haven't spoken about Chrysalid yet, but actually, yeah.
That was the best gig.
So Chrysalid is... Chrysalid's a sort of very underground party.
Yeah. I mean, it's on a private...
You've got to be in it to win it.
Yeah, it's in a private estate.
But we played Sunday afternoon after a night,
700-800 people.
A day, night, then a day of psytrance. And we were the first non-psytrance. And that was probably the best Nanoplex set we've played all year.
Yeah.
It all came together. We went quite proggy. We didn't really focus on the techno
it was
stuff.
The
stage was on a slope, like this. So when we were playing, everything was falling down, including my mind.
Yeah.
And but it was great. I remember that gig. Just we were looking at each other, going, "This is going really well," and it was really good. Everyone was boogieing into it. That was good, wasn't it?
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, I loved it. Always one of
beautiful location. That in a nice little.
It's my home gig.
Yeah, it is the home gig.
I'll be back every year for that one.
Yeah, it is the one. So Chrysalid, look out for it. Definitely. Is there anything else?
No, I think we're looking good.
I think we're looking good. We pretty much covered everything, haven't we?
I think we have.
We spoke about before. Nothing else. Unless Mark's got anything. Mark's scribbling down some little notes here. Some questions, maybe? No?
No, we're good. Well, maybe we'll call it a day.
Yeah. Okay, so it just pretty much leaves me to say thank you, Chris.
No worries.
No worries. No whackers.
No worries, cobbers.
No whackers.
No worries, cobbers. See you in Australia in 6 weeks' time.
Yeah, we want to say thanks.
Yeah, we're going to say thank you to
anyone props.
Well, I think we should say thank you to everybody
who's...
God. I'd like to say thank you to everyone who's tuned in live. It's been a little bit chaotic.
I want to say thank you to the winning sperm that produced me. What a guy! What a guy that was. He swam better than all the rest. That little swimmer.
Yeah. He was
a strong motherfucker.
Christopher Williams. The little swimmer. Yeah.
He had 2 heads.
2 heads. Produced a one-headed Christopher.
Yeah, it's great.
Right, thanks to the sperm that produced Chris. Thanks to the sperm that produced me. Thank you to everyone who's tuned in to watch us, listen to us live. Yeah. We've got some new music coming up soon. So Nanoplex, we've got our Trip Switch remix coming up in a couple of weeks.
It's great.
It is great. Thanks to Nick for giving us the opportunity to do that. It's coming up on our Boga. We've got a new EP coming up on our Boga.
In between breathing.
And yes. And Lowering the Tone. I've got a whole bunch of new stuff. So we've got mine and Mark's tune coming up in a couple of weeks. We've got an EP by Eddie Santini coming up in a couple of weeks.
He's a new artist to us.
New artist to us, and
not a new artist.
but a new artist to us. And his new release is awesome. Couple of great new tracks. This is going to be up on loweringthetone.london. You can subscribe there to the podcast. Come check us out on the Facebook group. And that's pretty much it. It leaves me to say thank you very much to Mark for letting us do this in his living room.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. We've had a few technical hitches, but we got there in the end. Thank you to Chris.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you.
And thank you. And thank you everyone who's tuned in. Au revoir.
sitting in the bath with a large comb sponge on my head, wondering how I could defend the line in the gooseberry competition. So you point to gooseberries.